Welcome back, subscribers. This is your host, Johnny Hopper, and I got some shit to talk about.
What chance does a privateer have?
Welcome to Supercross.
What do you say to a factory ride?
I've got just a few things to talk about on the agenda today, but let's get into the nit and gritty of Arlington, also aka Takeout City. But I'll get into the track design in a bit. First thing I want to go over is the Cooper Webb and Ken Roczen scenario. Thank God for Daniel Blair for telling us what the fuck actually happened on the start to Kenny.
The gate pick was okay. The line was horrible. That's what cost him out of the start. Well,
Not Ricky Carmichael's, I think he just didn't hit third gear fast enough. I get it, you're in the host booth. You got a lot coming at you. It's hard to really analyze. Daniel Blair, put him on the track. He can go, no, this is what actually fucking happened. The rut's all fucked up. It's going completely the other direction. It seemed pretty clear on the replay. That is what happened. But I will take you one further. Why did Kenny pick that gate? If he's a champion, he should know better. Everyone else stayed away from it because of the exit was all messed up. Granted, I don't like the whole gate thing because I like having a messed up rut to start with behind the gate and then in front of the gate. It makes having a gate position that much more important. You're taking away half the equation, but I guess that's for another topic to go over. Lost my train of thought for a second. It's extremely transparent that Cooper Webb is inside Kenny's head. That's what caused him to pick that not so great of a line for the start. Because Kenny wanted to be on the inside of Cooper Webb. If we go back just 1 week ago to Daytona, what happened when Webb was on the inside of Kenny? Usually when you think a rider's faster than you, sometimes you want to start very close to him and you want to be on the inside of him so you can do exactly what Webb did to Kenny. Because I do think Webb knows that Kenny is faster than he is. Even if it's just milliseconds, he's still faster, but Webb has a better racecraft as far as his strategy goes and just all in more confidence. So just to reiterate, this is what went down. The mechanic is like,
Kenny, I don't know if we should pick that line. It's kind of messed up.
Kenny, dude, I gotta man up. I can do it. I can do it. And I don't want to be near those guys. I want to be on the inside of them. Mechanic.
Okay, all right, cool, whatever.
Pretty sure that's what the conversation somewhat went down like. And it didn't work out in Kenny's favor. Again, on the podium, things totally flip-flopped. Daytona, a week ago, he's basically declaring World War III.
I think he's scared of me, That's why he plays these kind of games, but little does he know I like to play as well. So from here on out, I'm just going to put in that little bit of extra focus on a daily basis, even at home.
Against Cooper Webb, which I like, the drama and everything. This weekend,
better than we did tonight and just get back on the box. I think that's a goal. I haven't been on the box for the last few rounds and see what we can do. But clean slate on Tuesday and I'm ready for it.
In my opinion, that's a complete 180. Now Cooper Webb is 4 race wins. He's won the most of anybody. 7 points in the lead. Looking good for him. Moving on to the other topic I want to talk about. Yes, I kind of always go back to this topic a little bit, but if I was involved in the conversation more and people took me a little bit more serious, maybe we could debate and make the sport better and grow a little bit. But everyone thinks that I'm a laughing stock on YouTube because I don't take things very seriously and I can't be professional and whatnot. And this is unfiltered MX. All right, I'm just shooting the shit to you straight. And we're going to talk about all sorts of topics, from drugs to cheating, I don't know, contracts, whatever. So, with that out of the way, the track. I personally did like the track. It didn't make for a lot of good racing. just because of the sheer fact that it was easy. But it kept the lappers down. You know, there wasn't nobody really lapping inside of the top 10 this weekend because the track was easier. I mean, since when do you have a step on, step off that has a fucking lip on the top of it, like a big one? You don't see that often. I see that at like the kicker arena crosses or, you know, a beginner supercross track. You're not supposed to have a lip on those things. You're supposed to preload. I almost said seatbelts. Preload off of those suckers and to get off of them. Have really good speed, pin it, you know, pop off of that sucker. Not have a little bit itty, right? It's not how it's supposed to be. Not really supposed to have a huge lip on there. And the track looked like it was built basically to do a certain rhythm. You know, most supercross tracks, you can do a lot more rhythms because everything is just one single is just like any other single. But if you look after the whoops, those guys were going double, triple on, step off, which was fast. But that's how I believe the track was designed to go. And then you saw some of the faster guys triple into that section, land on basically the landing of a lip. So we saw what happened to Kenny in his heat race. Case that sucker crashed. And this is factory suspension. These guys don't normally crash once they case something. It's just something to think about. How do we fix it? A, we want to make the tracks easier and safer, but if you make it easier, it means it's faster, which that's a problem, because if it's faster, you're going to crash harder. I mean, just because of the laws of inertia. But then if we make the tracks more technical, well, I guess it goes both ways then. They're lapping a bunch of people. There's only a few guys that can actually ride the track, and then it's much more dangerous. So maybe not for the top guys, but for the rest of the field. So 80% of them are thinking that they're going to die every lap. That's kind of a problem too. Or that's not a good way to hold a good attrition rate on everybody getting into Supercross. So what do? I know I said shorter knobbies, you know, by my buddy Chris Cooksey, which everyone's going, that's a fucking dumb idea because it's going to make things sketchy. I don't know. Smaller, make the tracks not as bad. A combination with maybe a little bit more of a technical track, maybe the duration of the races. But man, let's just go back to this. Let's make it a fucking stock class. Let's slow down the motorcycles. Let's not do the MotoGP thing where you go from 1,000 cc's to 750 or 800. I'd have to look back to see what they did, and they actually started going faster. No. Let's change the rules to just pure production off the showroom floor. And then that way, we can maybe have a sponsor one year, a title sponsor for the whole series. That's Dunlop, for Dunlop tires. They can only sign one contract for the 1 year. Next year, it's Maxima, you know, whatever. But you could just see where I'm going. Everyone can run an FMF pipe or something. Something that they can only have the contract for 1 year, so we're not screwing over some of the other manufacturers, Pro Circuit, etc. Just innovate a little bit. Let's change a little bit. Let's make it more affordable for people to come in and make it safer for everybody around, because these guys aren't getting paid enough. I'm fucking blown away at all the devastation of what's happening with this sport. With this guy gets hurt, this guy gets hurt, this guy gets hurt, this guy gets hurt. It's sad. And insurance doesn't really pay for most of this shit. Your contracts don't really pay for most of this shit. I mean, Justin Hill, I believe, just said that he's took a job as a sheriff because he's going to make more money. Ridiculous. So those are my little rants for this week. Yeah, Sprocket agrees. We're going to be back here Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. See how late I can stay up. I'm over 30 now, so I've got a bedtime. But I forgot a brop for you guys last weekend. And it hurt my soul reading those comments. Johnny didn't brop. So, I'm going to give you a tip. This is Johnny Hopper. Get inside other people's tip. Elbows up. You're on the gate, right? Got my middle finger, you know, for the clutch. Got my pointer finger for the front brake. You know, the guy you want to beat is on either side of you. Your 30-second board is up. What you do is you stop. You fist pump him in the shoulder. Fist pump him in the shoulder. Get his attention. This is like right before the gate drop. Guy goes, what the fuck's going on? You know, and then you go, good luck. You smile, but also at the same time say, fuck you. All right? He loses his train of thought. You get back. You jump. And as long as there's not a real long rut, as soon as you get the front wheel on that sucker, you move over on him. You cut him off. He has to slam on his brakes. And, you know, you got like a 3 bike length move on this dude. And then you're just out there, 10th gear, WFO, into the first quarter. Speaking of WFO, hit that like button like you're wide fucking open. And don't forget to subscribe.